Fib.NQ on the 1. Fib.NQ on the 2. Double delta sell NQ on the 1.
Alrighty then, mic check, mic check. How is everybody doing here today? Let me get my sound thing squared here. It seems like just have to adjust this thing. Yeah, it's locked on me. Okay, hold on. Let's try that one more time. Give me a mic check in there. Let me know how the sound is. If it's low, high. Okay, something is definitely squirrely. I knew it. Yep, there it was. Okay. Should be sounding better now. How about that? Mic check, mic check. That should be better. Shouldn't be cutting out. All right, so let me pop over our cool little chat area here and see if I can get that on screen for us. Close the old one. Then the new one.
Fib.NQ on the 1.
There we go. Non-Saucy says, can't wait for my computer to get here to start studying the material. Excellent. Great to have you with us. Now you can start studying the material on a phone. You know, if you're starting in, remember the first 40 days, it always concerns me when people are like, I gotta get a computer before I jump into the training.
Double delta sell NQ
makes me a little nervous. You know, we really do suggest that you take some time, do some training, learn the system first before you start trying to earn right away. And we really do mean that. Practice, practice, practice in sim, in demo, then maybe move to trader funding program where it's not your own capital on the line in the event that there are, I mean, the markets move on a regular basis in some kind of crazy nature. What you don't want initially, if you have small accounts, you know, it is definitely best to try to go through the discipline of a trader funding program. At the same time, if you have the risk capital to do it, but again, don't forget, trading is risky.
Double delta
and all of that good stuff. Okay, let me see if I can get the Mac V updated as well. Mac V Ultimate here. Update it for you guys. Again, I see all this stuff on my screen, but I want you guys to be able to see it as well. Okay, let's see if that does it. Yep. Can you guys see it scrolling? Yes, you can. Okay. So, Mac V Ultimate is giving us short side for the moment for the best plays. It is currently 3:24 in the afternoon. So we've got about 36 minutes to the close. See if we can grab a few bags to add to our current. Nice Enigma play that just came out over here. I'll go ahead and take a stab at this one here. Let me do a stack 20. There we go. Targets filled. Or target 1, and I'm going to get this at a stack 30 real quick to get it back behind it.
Fib.NQ on the 1.
There's a green dot. Should be closing out the rest here. Let's see if it's going to go down just a hair more for me. Still hear audio box kick in. Nope, back to point of entry. So I'll go ahead and close that out right there. And that'll be trade number 1 for about 200 bucks. Not bad there for a straight up Algo box 1s. There we go. For people who have been asking, yes, I am aware of the current bug here where you see 2 sometimes after a restart of NinjaTrader. That is a redraw issue. We will have that fixed in a fix release. Again, very minor bug, but if you've been asking about it, yes, we are aware of it. So thanks for bringing that up to us as well. But yes, I do see it on my end as well. And don't worry, I'll get that fixed up for you here. And we'll be putting out probably a release at the end of January, maybe before that, but a little minor bug fix there. We also had some items in the wish list So if you have ever, been like, hey, it would be cool, and you have an idea, drop it in the wish list section in the left-hand side of Discord. You started trading before even purchasing. Excellent work.
Harmonic NQ on the double delta sell NQ on the 2. Double delta buy NQ on the 2.
Yes, and if you are new with us, there is a free members training section on our website available to the public for free. Those are premium member videos. There are 36 videos on the website there for you. There are many more when you get into our premium member training, but it has some of our primary strategies there. If you want to go check those out, test them out in a 2-week free trial with us, the training is there on the website. So as Tibor has said, you can technically start training before you even purchase.
NQ on the 1. Harmonic NQ on the 2.
Okay, so I'm skipping on that play setup right there. As of right now, MACV Ultimate is looking for shorts, so we're going to be looking for short plays only at the moment. Also, Masher is completely flat, so I am going to be looking at, from a discipline standpoint, pop quiz. What should we be doing right here? Should we be doing anything? Look at the Masher right there. It's literally at 0 right now. So is this a time to play, or maybe not the best time to play? Type it there in the chat. See how we do. And if you are going to take plays, please take it in the direction of the MACV Ultimate
NQ on the 1.
when we are flat like that.
NQ on the 1.
Exactly. That would be a nope. No trades in that section. Again, if you're trying to be extremely disciplined, at the end of the day, you can do what you want. Remember that everything we do here is my advice to my personal self. I am giving my own opinions on things. I'm not telling you to do what I do. You're coming here, you want to find out what I do, and then perhaps you may or may not want to do the same. Let's see. So speed is still okay. We're at 52. Up on the 2s, it's too slow. It's like down at 17. So this is the boring part. Jason, what's up, buddy? Great to see ya. Tibor says sit on hands. Yes, exactly. Unless you're on a stand-up desk like I am right now, trying to lose weight as we go into the new year. I'm at a stand-up desk, so I don't know if I can sit in my, what, I put my hands in my pockets? There we go. Garbon says not the best time. Exactly. Precisely.
Fib.NQ on the 8. DCDM NQ on the 1. Double delta sell NQ on the 2.
Early market on close imbalance, currently sitting at 1.4 billion to the sell side.
Okay, so that means we are coming into the final 30 minutes. Half hour to the close. We are one winner. And remember, within our 5 trades, we are looking for how many winners? See if you guys know the phrase. What's our phrase for our trade targeting, trade count. I'll give you a hint. It has to do with a foul. What could he possibly mean? It has to do with a foul. Now, what kind of foul?
NQ on the 2.
Is it a foul ball he's talking about? Let me think about this. Is it a flagrant foul? That's a hard word. Flagrant foul on a basketball court? Or is it a different type of foul?
Harmonic NQ on the 2.
Winner, winner. Chicken dinner. Thank you, Bouse. Precisely. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. So that's winner, winner. 2 winners within my 5. That's going to put the chicken dinner on the table. Then, ideally, I'm looking for 1 bonus after that to kind of add to that, but I am looking to be at my daily satisfactory P&L within 2 trades, 2 winners, not 2 trades, 2 winners. Look at my P&L, and I should be good. Should be happy with that, right? So my morning session, I was up 1,000, and now we'll see what we can do in the afternoon here.
Double delta sell NQ on the 2. Harmonic NQ on the 2.
There were some skeptics that came into the comments yesterday after we did like $1,100 in like 10 minutes yesterday. It was some quick action at the end of the day yesterday. So they're like, it's probably fake. Where's the broker statement? Okay. So we delivered the broker statement last night. If you're not following me on Twitter, go ahead and head over there. Oh, we're getting into a master spot. So we're about to have a trade setup opportunities here that we could potentially take now that we are touching that master line up on a high side 4. So I do want to look for a short. Oh, and there it is on the 2s. I'm going to take a 2s short. I've got a red Enigma up on the 2s. Oh, it's continuing to push up here though. So pushing through the Enigma possibly. I'm at a half position here. Let me switch over to the 2s. Where is the screen? There we go. Okay, looks like we're pushing to the back of it. So got my finger over the close. If we are not going, that is a little bit too deep. Okay, I'm gonna size down here. I'm gonna go half a position there, and we'll see if it goes.
NQ on the 1.
All right, we'll close it out right there. All right, only got about $130 out of that one. Came a bit deep into that one, and I had to react. You know, I'm talking a little bit much out here on live stream there, but let's talk about that little play right there. That is a 2 winners there. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. So now we're just looking for our bonus. Let's walk through what we're talking about that if you are following through in our training program, the way that I like to do things. Down here, bottom left, I'm tracking. I've got 5 trade opportunities. That's what that vision board looks like. You should have one of these on your desk. If you want to print one of these out on the left-hand side of our Discord, you can print your own. Or we do have some of our members actually print these out for a nominal amount. If you guys would like to buy a really fancy one, kind of like the one that one of our members sent to me here. Nice little gold laminated, very cool. It's not laminated. How would you explain that? I don't know. It feels very, it's like a sleek sticker feel, but it's not a sticker. Anyhow, there's 2 winners, winner, winner, chicken dinner here in the afternoon. On those 2 winners so far, putting up $330. Let's switch over to this one so you can see that. So I'm up 13 30 now, and now we're looking for a bonus. Generally speaking, the way that we like to approach these is within my 5 trades, looking for those 2 trade setups on the MACV. How did we know we are in an area where we could take a trade, whereas before we were flat at 0 down here? And let me make this a little bit thinner. Now we came up here and touched one of our white dashed masher lines, identifying a location where we may see some trade opportunities. Sometimes, oftentimes, it's a reversal for a little bit. And again, we're not trying to find some full reversal in the market, big time move the other direction, although we can. These oftentimes time some of the biggest turning points, like this one down here. So this big pivot here was the biggest pivot turn here. Oops, I forgot you guys can't see the top of that screen there. I got a little bit of a different zoom level than you guys have. Can y'all see that right about there? I think you should be able to see that. So that picked one of the biggest pivot points there in the day, and this has continued to move up and up and up and up and up. And now we've come up here and touched the top line there and had a trade opportunity. So now that I saw the higher time frame, the MACV giving me a filter saying, hey, this might be a spot, I might want to take a pick. And as I saw that, let's go up to the screen where the entry actually came. This is a simple Enigma setup. Let me show you on screen 4. So this was a slightly higher time frame. Right now, the speed is not good, as this is currently telling us, but at the time, that was a speed of 36. You can see that by the number right there. That 36 represents what the speed was at that time. And remember, we also use the speed filter to tell us when are opportunities that are going to be better for us to trade and when they're not. And we have filters on that inside of our psychology module over here on the bottom right that you can see. And the settings are in there. If you right click and go to indicators, you can modify those to your liking, or you can use the default settings that I like to use. So that little trade setup came in as I saw that top opportunity. We took it for a scalp down and hit into those golden ropes down below. Let's see from depth to depth. What did this do for us? So it went 31 ticks from its deepest point there. From the original entry, I don't know that went a full 20. It did, barely went 20. So again, we did get that one, which is good. But again, was I looking for a big play there? No, not. It didn't have a whole bunch of other stuff, just simply straight up Enigma. Some might say, well, you had the harmonics here, but that had already cracked right there. We were inside of the butterfly, kind of, but we were sort of outside. So again, not the absolute ideal of ideals, but good. Was it good enough for me to take a play right there? Yes. Did I, size down a bit on that play? Yes. So again, you need to adjust size. Those are things that you'll learn over time. You guys know that I try to teach you to take 5 trade sizes. And I won't say teach you. I'm teaching myself. Remember, everything that you are learning here from me is simply how I approach the markets. I'm not telling you need to do this. It's not personal advice, all that kind of good stuff. However, this is how I take my trades. I want to think through 5 sizes. So I start with a base. My base full position. I want to define my full position first. So for me, for example, I define my full position 16 contracts. Now, there's a lot of reasons why I kind of picked that number in between based on account sizes, but also the depth of the market itself. Some people have asked, well, Vinny, why don't you just scale to the max? I saw some ignorant Muppet named Shalom Benzev, complaining as usual with his antics. He's, one of those perma trolls. And, doesn't even understand the concept that if you look over here on the bid ask, how many people are on the bid ask? Okay. On average, tell me what you see right here. So what he has claimed is that if Vinny was good, then he would infinitely scale. He would scale to hundreds of contracts per trade. So what would happen if you went in 100 contracts when, as I froze this screenshot here, the screenshot shows 2 on the ask and 6 on the bid. There's a total of 8 players on the bid ask right now here, right? So can you fill 100 contracts at the bid or at the ask on that? No, this is not rocket science, but this is beyond the point of the Dunning-Krugers, like Shalom and his little attempts to continuously discredit. But yes, Shalom, if you're listening, here's your education that you might want to understand the depth of the market. So 16 is going to be a full position. Now, again, you're like, oh, Vinny, it's not 16. There's not 16 there. Yes, that's right. That's why we're entering in usually multiple times within a series, and I'm looking to get into 16. However, sometimes the market gets thick, right? You got to keep an eye on that a little bit. But in general, I'm going to be going in some denomination of that 16. Now, 16 is full, so that allows me 5 other positions to easily think through. So you are going to have a toe in the water size, a quarter position size, a half position size, a full, and a full plus. So we teach that in our training programs there. But so for me, toe in the water is going to be 2 contracts. A quarter position is going to be 4. Obviously, that's a quarter of 16. Half would be 8. Half of that 16. So I did just go into a half position here, but as it started to pull in, as soon as it came back down my way to my point of entry, it went ahead and took off half of that to build it, to run it back to a quarter position. As you know, this could have continued to run up. There was a concern there with that. So I pared down a bit, but yeah, so that's kind of how I mentally think through those, depending on how good the play is, speed of the market, time of day, and where I'm at in the P&L on the day as well, obviously also matters. So there you go. But from our simple standpoint, enter and exit, this was an enigma short, and we had the play opportunity that came off of, and where did my screen go? I'm gonna get good at this swapping between screens at some point with the OBS live stream there. We had the touch up there, and then see how this was look at that. Look at the masher touch. This one was the play call and the turning point right there. We also had a touch of the super band Bollingers up top, and we also had our divergence triangle. Prior one also worked very well for a big move down. Let's look to see what the size of that move was. Click here. Let's use our measuring tool. So that divergence triangle called 156 tick drop to the bottom, the move up, and then now we have moved again from inside of that triangle down to the bottom. That is now dropped 62 ticks from that one as well. And again, why we love those masher touches, these oftentimes give us some really big plays. It was a little bit more difficult to ride and hold through that one. If we go back and look at what came in right here, we had the enigma, sure, boom. Now another harmonic red dot by itself, almost a perfect HMD, but it was outside of it just a little bit outside that. So again, not absolutely perfect, but this is still, this was the drop point here that we have gotten, and there's a nice exit on a shark back if you were holding that position. All right, so talking through, hopefully you guys learned some stuff through that play. I am 2 in. We still have about 15 minutes to the close. Also, don't forget about the
double delta by
350 algo that kicks in. Going to be some wildness here in about 5 minutes.
Double delta by NQ on the 1. Double delta sell NQ on the 1.
Let me get back to our other screen here.
Double delta sell NQ on the 1.
And where's the other one? Here it is, bottom left. Okay. So MACV, strong sell. So we want to be looking for our best plays here. Going to be going on the short side. Now we may have a piercer opportunity. Let's see if we have a four-legged dog trap. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a very large potential four-legged dog trap. The break of the back of this shark I can use as a piercer long right here. Let me see if we also have, yes, we have a target up above. That is a cave target right here. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, cave target right up here. There's a moonshot. I'm going to go ahead and give this a shot here, and I'm going to move my targets out a little bit farther for my bonus play, Now I've got to pair this and put my stop back behind the Enigma. Okay, if I'm wrong, want to be wrong quick. Want to see if we've got a target up into that cave up above us. Four-legged dog trap. If everybody's looking short here, maybe we catch a little fake short, possibly a pop-up, and enough to give us a little bit on this play here. Let's see. Beautiful. Moonshot. Get all the way up in there into the cave. Boom. Targets filled. Get you some.
I don't understand this. Grilled cheese Obama sandwich.
I will send you to Jesus.
How could this happen to me?
I'm really rich.
Get off my enemy.
Double delta sell NQ on the 1.
En MP3.
NQ on the 1. Harmonic NQ on the 2.
John C.
I'm looking like money. Don't lose your way.
Let's go. Ha. Let's go. Ha. Let's go.
Alrighty then. Everybody understand that play? So that is going to be my bonus there. Did I get my 750? Oh, $30 away from my 750 in a session. How many minutes? 27 minutes. We've been live streaming for 27 minutes. Not too bad, not too shabby. 750, 27 minutes. Any questions around those plays there? Let me pop over into the chat there. So I've got my winner chicken dinner plus a little bonus grub. Always excited about that. Yes, targets filled. Yes, says can't fill and stick out like a nun in a mosh pit. Oh man, I haven't heard that one. That's a good one. Yes, you don't want to be the big guy on the tape. So yes, someone tell Shalom Benzev, who is trying to sell services under Analytic Kinetic.
Double delta by NQ on the 1.
You can always tell the people who are trying to shill you when they try to make it more complicated instead of trying to simplify trading. Analytical kinetics. Oh.
Double delta by NQ on the 1.
Make it a little more complicated, bruh. All right, so I used a little cave targeting there on the volume profile. We had a simple moonshot. Everybody know the moonshot strategy by now, hopefully. Press F12. Moonshot. Let's go all caps. I like to write in all caps sometimes when we're labeling these things. There we go. Got our moonshot. Everybody know what a moonshot is? If you know what the moonshot is, type a 1. If you are unfamiliar with what the moonshot is, type a 2. And let's gauge our audience there on where we're at with that.
NQ on the 2.
But yes, you don't have infinite scaling. Now, if you're in trader funding, you actually don't show up on the tape. But does anybody know of a trader funding that's going to let you trade 100 contracts? Can anybody tell me? You know, I don't use trader funding programs. I think they're great though for traders, like new traders. I think it makes a lot of sense if you don't want to, put the risk on. Totally makes sense. I feel like there's like almost a sigh of relief. Oh, okay. There's the 350 algo. Told you about that. Be very careful. I should have been already kind of giving you the warning there. 350 algo kicking. Be very careful around this stuff. Make sure you're using a stop.
Double delta by NQ on the 1. Double delta by NQ on the 1.
I saw all ones. Good.
Double delta sell NQ on the 1.
Yeah, so that's the question, Baus. Exactly. Can you go into 100 contracts on the Nasdaq? So on the Nasdaq, unless you own a seat on the exchange, you have a cap at 50 on the Nasdaq, and you have a cap on the S&P 500 at 100. So again, someone inform these uninformed, unintelligent, but pretend to be intelligent people like Shalom Benzev and the Analytical Kinetics and the Futures IO old school forums of the world who don't know what they're talking about, but pretend to. And then ironically, they hate on me because they're a bit jealous. It's okay. It's okay. It'll be all right. We'll pat you on the back. And we can, we'll teach it to you. Maybe you can post it on your forum and then you can have something useful to help people with. But yeah, those are hard set numbers that people don't even know about. Hard limit 50 on NASDAQ, Dow, and Russell. All three of those have a cap of 50. And ES has a cap of 100.
$1 trillion to 5.97 for the week ending January 3rd.
Technically, you can trade 100 contract and funded accounts because you can copy trade multiple accounts. Oh, look at you. See, you guys are thinking. That's thinking caps right there. So yeah, if you had... What do they do? Like the max is 20. You can copy 20 accounts at a time, as long as your computer doesn't crash, I guess, on that, right? But yeah, so let's say you're trade copying. Technically, you're right. Didn't think about that.
For the week ending January 3rd.
So the infinite scaling there of that. I've just heard too many issues. I haven't heard too many people have success with lots of accounts. I've seen success with, usually 3 to 5 accounts. I've seen a lot of good numbers from our members. But you guys tell me in the chat here, has anybody had good experience with more than 5 accounts, or have you had issues? All I've seen is people saying that they've got issues when they're doing trade copiers from the services that have that. But I'd love to learn that if you guys know of one that's working well. Then I think there's another cap limit as well. I think somebody correct me if this is incorrect. Am I right with understanding that Apex has a $300,000 cap payout? Is that correct? Once you hit $300,000, they don't let you play with them anymore. Is that correct? Yes, 353, lucky sevens time. Oh, there's a moonshot. Let's see how that one plays out. If it goes 20 ticks. Where are we at on the masher? Masher's in a little bit of a difficult spot because we just came down from a mountain, didn't get all the way up to the zeros here. So, but are we touching one? Yes. So play with the Mac VU. You want to go short side? Yeah, didn't get too much out of that. That's why, remember, every signal is not a winner. This is a scenario where look at the McAfee Ultimate right now. It is solidly, okay, over here. I mean, super solid red. It has been red this entire time. Can I draw on this and you guys see it? I'm not sure. Let me know if you guys can see me drawing this little green line. I'm drawing a little snaky line there. Y'all see a snaky line, or does it not translate that on OBS? I'm not sure if it does.
Double delta by NQ on the 1.
In fact, I don't think it does at all. So, can y'all see my mouse on that either? No, you can't see my mouse on that screen either. Oh, maybe I can turn on... Let me try something. If I capture mouse on that, maybe. Let's see, Ultimate, McAfee Ultimate window, properties. Capture cursor, client area, force SDR. No, y'all can't see me drawing on that, can you? Oh,
Double
now it's
delta by
now it's not even moving. Okay, I broke something. Put it back. Put it back. Turn off force. Let's try that again. Force SDR. Let's see what that does. Okay, it's moving. Okay, you can see my cursor now.
Harmonic NQ on the 8th.
So, been solidly
on the 2.
strong sell. And can you see the drawing?
Harmonic NQ.
Can't tell. Can y'all see that drawing? I'm like scribbling all over it in green. Y'all see the scribbles? Tell me no. Yes or no. Maybe not.
Double delta sell NQ on the 1.
Can't see it? Okay. Works fine. Over 5
NQ on the 1.
over 5 accounts. Hannah, tell me, like, what's the max account numbers that you've done that have been okay for you? So you're saying more than 5 still works well? All right, beautiful red Enigma after double alpha. So that is a monster moonshot short right there. Very nice. We've got 3 minutes to the close. Can't see the drawing. Okay, thanks for letting me know. Yeah, it's a side screen, and I'm not sure how that translates when I'm trying to do a... Got a window capture there instead of a screen capture, hoping that the OBS doesn't interfere. Which, speaking of, you know what else I forgot to turn off? I had real-time protection on that whole time. All right, so it could have been a little bit of some delays there. I said, I haven't gone over 10, but I'm also not trading a lot of contracts on each account, so that might make a difference. I'll try it sometime and let you know. I haven't gone over 10. Okay, but 10, and you've been okay with 10. 10, so 10, I mean, if you were doing 10 times 10, there's 100 contracts right there, and you could do 10 contracts quite easy. So if the multiplier effect is, I just have not seen anybody who had really good success with that yet. I would like to see it myself, and I'd rather not, you know, feels a bit of a waste. However, if they're going to let me go 10 and 10 times 10 and it just works, bro, let's go. And what are the limits on the payouts on that? Like, it always feels like there's some kind of gimmicky hold on that. Is there a max cap in your first couple months and things like that? How does all that go? Like, are they actually just going to pay you out at the end of the month? So if shoot, on 10 contracts, in contracts we could do 50k fairly easily. So if I did 50k times 10, you're telling me that if I did 50k on 10 contracts, they would, you think they would pay me 500k? And see, does that go past the 300k limit thing? I haven't done 10 contracts on 10's account yet, so okay. Also doesn't work as well on GC or CL. Interesting. What is your theory around that? Why do you think that it doesn't work as well on gold and crude? Yeah, and I'm talking about physically from the trade copier.
Double delta.
And I'm also assuming that you're talking about trader funding programs, right? Not live accounts. Oh, that is a wild close. There's the close. 4 o'clock. A little bit of a wild child. Heard a bunch of selling there. Pushed down from that alpha omega up top here. Where was the drop to? So that pushed down around 68 ticks.
Double delta by NQ on the 1.
Liquidity. So here's my question around that. Liquidity for GC and CL. But I'm assuming this is trader funding. their trader funding programs don't take into account liquidity, correct?
Delta by NQ on the 1.
No max cap, it's withdrawal limit for the first couple of months. So is it actually a couple? Is it 2 or is it 3 months? So on the 3rd month, you can withdraw it all? Yes, trader funding, so that would be different for real accounts though.
On the 1.
Well, I could see the liquidity problem on real accounts. 100%. 100% going to be a problem. 100%. In fact, that's why you can't, you don't want to and would not do more size than that. However, in a trader funding, when you're not showing up on the boards, you're not,
Fib.NQ on the 8.
you're not taking the bid and the ask. I think on trader funding that you've got, infinite liquidity supply because it's virtual. I don't know. A lot of theory around all that. Okay, so even after the after hours there, wonderful
NQ on the 2.
moonshot, double cross moonshot, drop down into a crab, partly for half, crab for full. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. How'd everybody do today? Everybody have a good day? I'll hang around for a few more minutes for any questions. We'll do a 2-minute countdown timer. If you guys got questions, pop in the chat and I'll answer them.
Fib.NQ on the 1. Fib.NQ on the 2.
One more quick plug for my Twitter account. Look me up on Twitter. Real Vinny Emini on Twitter or x.com at Real Vinny Emini. And of course, if you missed yesterday's live stream, $1,100 in 10 minutes, included the broker statement for the skeptics in the chat. Should we drop another one today? A lot of people say, oh, they don't do multiples in a row. Okay. Now, remember, one of the things, people are like, well, why don't you post it right after the stream? Okay. So if you've never traded a live account before, the way that traditional discount brokers work, the way it works is, you can electronically, I can show you electronically right here. But if you want to see the actual broker statement that they send, the PDF is generated usually after hours between 8 and 11 p.m. Eastern time. So, you get an email notification that says, oh, your broker statement's ready. And then you can post it then. And obviously I want to redact my personal information because it's got my home address, all my account number information, all that kind of blah, blah, blah. And for obvious reasons, intelligent people should care about not displaying their account numbers. But yeah, I redact only the personal information out of it and we post it. But all of you can see every line item, entry point, and exit point that we took here in live streams, multi-page broker statements, and posting those there over on Twitter. If you guys want to check those out, I'll go ahead and do another one here tonight. You guys check that out. Hopefully it incentivizes you to go and follow me there on Twitter, Real Vinny Emini. Don't forget, we're going to do that trading competition into the new year. So yesterday it was a question whether I was going to start with a $10,000 account or a $1,000 account. So before I reveal to you what numbers we're going to be doing, it's after hours, so you have a spare hand right now. Do me a favor with that spare hand and go over there and smash that like button for me. Still got about 60 people hanging out here. We're at 37 likes. Let's see if we can get some more likes here before we close out. The live stream would be awesome. I have also noticed that YouTube now, after a live stream, kind of restarts the view count. So basically everybody after the live stream is done, then they count those views. I'm sure they have the reasons for why they're doing it, but help us out, smash that like button. share this out with somebody, and we will drop that broker statement here tonight. But
On the one.
what are we going to do for account size? 10,000 or 1,000? And I was debating that because the guys who are doing the hide and cheat competition known as the Robins are stuck with the world's worst commissions and worst margins, specifically set up for frauds to hide their accounts and trade multiple accounts and not have any transparency, blah, blah, blah. Only show the top 5. So if they run their other accounts into the ground, you'd never know it. All that kind of good stuff. Now, with that being said, they are also getting, let's give an example. So for the Nasdaq, their margins that they're going to be using are $9,700 as of right now. And again, those can change over time. They can go up, they can go down, they can fluctuate. But they're getting 50% intraday margins, which is insane. So a normal contract on the Nasdaq is around $20,000 for a single contract. So they're getting them, but we're going to give you 50% intraday. It's garbage, absolute garbage. For perspective, we have $1,000 margins with discount brokers. That's kind of the industry standard now. Like almost every discount broker out there, they're all like $1,000 for Nasdaq. For all the other instruments that we trade, it's $500. Now for gold and crude oil, somebody mentioned those earlier. Those are also $1,000 per contract, but 1,000 versus almost $10,000 a contract. Those are, they're not even comparable. And if you're going to run a business, I would never suggest to run a business the worst way possible. You're going to go to the warehouse, buy discount items, and you're going to place the value into those. Also on commissions. So commissions, so we pay about, $1.89 per turn. They're charging $10. Insane. Absolutely insane commissions per contract. Over there. Insane on the Robins. Again, it is basically set up to YOLO trade. So you have to hit home runs. You have to slam, shooting for home runs and crossing your fingers and hoping you don't blow out and get on the leaderboard. That's what their whole thing is. And if you get on the leaderboard, you get following. They care about following. Obviously I don't. I have monetization turned off. So yeah, fun times. However, all that being said, they're going to be starting with the absolute minimum because they care about percentage gain in this trading competition. So they care about percentage gain. They don't care about the numbers of how much money you make. They care about percentage. So the best way to get the highest percentage is to start with the smallest account, which is what they're doing. They're going down to the absolute lowest that they allow you to put into the Robins fraud competition. And they're going to do 10K. So the equivalent of that for us is 1,000 because that allows me to trade one contract. They can start out trading one contract, right? 1,000 of the Nasdaq. They can trade 1,000. Now I'll probably put 1,050. Okay, I'm being honest, and do 1,050 in the account with our small account challenge. I'm assuming starting on February the 1st, unless I don't know. I just saw Ross Cameron. He's kind of jumped the gun. He's already started trading as of yesterday. And Ross Cameron is not doing the Robins. He is simply going, I'm going to do $1,000 account. So that just kind of unlocked it for me. I made the decision after I saw Ross's video yesterday of Warrior Trading, one of the biggest online YouTubers in the trading education space, is doing $1,000 and showing the difficulties and where you have to start with trading a small account. So I'm going to do that along with him. And I decided as of yesterday, I will do $1,000 account. Unlike ICT, he will give you zero transparency. We will give you 100% transparency. You'll be able to see all of my trades. So that'll be awesome. I'll give you more details as we go along. But as of yesterday, we decided, said, I think you can have more than enough broker statements out there. But I guess for some need to see that. Yes. It's true. Yeah. They'll always make some excuse. I've got multi-year track record. They're third-party verified with Collective 2, and they make excuses for that too. Well, it was only a year and a half, Vinny. You didn't do 2 years. my dad went into the hospital and I had to go down to Houston to go take care of him. All kinds of, life happens sometimes, right? And of course they're going to say, well, that's a convenient excuse. Well, it's just facts. But anyhow, it's never long enough for the skeptics and the people who are competitors of yours. Right now on some of the famous trolling forums that are out there that claim to be legit are actually out there claiming that I was in jail for, I don't know how long, I forget how many months, but they said, I think it was like, they said that, oh, Vinny, yeah. Oh no, did you know he's been in jail? He was in jail for 3 years. And I'm like, where are they getting their details from? Again, at this point, they have to just completely make stuff up and put it on forums so that if you Google my name, that weird random stuff comes up. So I am sending it over to my legal team and going to sue the shit out of them. I'm tired of this stupid industry. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys are or not. Give you an update on Rocket Scooter. Everybody say Rocket Scooter in the chat so we can tell the YouTube algorithm that we love to talk about Rocket Scooter. So the Rocket Scooter people can be set free from that Muppet over there who's not paying his legal bills. His legal team sent my legal team a notice saying that they are going to discontinue representing Rocket Scooter and John Matthew Cowart because he has not been paying his bills. Oopsies. Isn't this the same guy who said he's so rich? I'm driving a Maserati and I'm blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So, new legal team. At some point, we have not heard back. In a business-to-business lawsuit, it requires you to have a legal team. You cannot represent yourself. So he's trying to play the victim card. Oh, Vinny's just trying to get me to run out of money. Bro, you screwed up. You're getting sued. Big boy pants. You went and said a bunch of stuff you shouldn't have said. You went and tried to do some things you shouldn't have tried to do. Cautious interference, bro. There are things you have to pay for, bro. I also hear they're having problems with their trading platform over there. They can't afford the data. So people are complaining that they have to keep pressing refresh on their browsers. That's pretty bad, bro. So we'll be exposing a lot of that stuff as we go into the new year over on the Vinny Emini Market Historian channel as well. We don't talk a lot about that here, but since we're going into trading competition and everybody kind of wants to know what we're going to be doing as we go into the new year, I'll briefly mention that here. We're not going to be talking a lot about that outside of this, more focused on the trading. But yeah, so some people have asked about that. Let's see. That you code and develop trading programs in jail. Yeah, apparently I was coding from jail. Yeah, I was. Yeah, apparently it's funny. And they've said some other terrible things I don't even want to say over the air here. It's disgusting. Level of projection. If you guys remember, old Pedo Pete over in Thailand and his the Ladyboy thing with Jigsaw that we exposed from their own words with full evidence. But I think it's them trying to strike back and put out some false information around me. And since they feel like they're protected because they're off in Thailand and they're running it through a forum that's based out of Panama, where there's, difficulty in U.S. jurisdiction with doing things, they don't think I will reach out. Unfortunate for them. My reputation does matter to me. And so we will be taking action against them. So yeah, if you guys have any questions around, hey Vinny, I heard you were in jail, that's false rumor and whatnot, and literally created by people to just manufacture stuff to put online. So if you Google my name, they're just trying to get something to stick because they are failing against us in their product. And we'll just go ahead and keep on going out there and showing our results. Yeah, Rocket who? Yes. What's up, Jansta? Happy New Year. He needs his own OnlyFans. That actually was funny. He admitted to the reason he was, his place. Everybody's like, well, how does he, he's obviously got a lot of money. He's living in a nice place. And then come to find out he's living with his girlfriend who's on OnlyFans, foot fetish person, foot fetish girl. And he was like bragging about that in a live stream. And we were like, I mean, that's funny. It's funny. I mean, I don't care what you're doing, but stop pretending that you're a great trader or that your product is legit. I still think it's funny that they keep pretending like Resilience isn't a worse remake of Tick and Trend, which is provided for most by most trading platforms. And the hedge pressure thing is funny, and the DD bands, it's like, that's it? What are they paying for? I don't know. So we got some fun exposures, got some neat audio clips to be putting together and some videos at the beginning of the year there over on the Market Historian channel. So make sure you're following me over there on Vinny Emini Market Historian on the other YouTube channel for all of the fun, and here for all of the technicals. All right, thanks for hanging out. For me, Pippi, Robbie, Lunchbot, Mod Squad, Curtis G, and Eddie B, I am sitting out of that big H-Town.
For everything.
Yeah.
About 12 basis points after the year. Swaps traders trimmed their bets on Fed easing after the data as well. So traders will next turn to the monthly US jobs report coming out tomorrow.